question for you.
This is my second one. Ah!
It's done.
Larry! He's gone now!
That bro.
Okay, sorry, right. Hello.
One camera.
One camera because our SD cards decided to...
They are bugging.
Innit? Just
They are
bugging
bugging,
out.
fam.
So, anyway, we're here. So, it's all good. Welcome to T and Bics Talks.
Talks number 2. Part 2.
And we're here to just discuss a few things, a few different ideas, a few different topics. Okay, so at first I'm just going to shoot in with... Do we feel like... Well, I feel like, but do we feel like discipline is losing its importance within our generation and generations below us?
To an extent, yes, definitely. Especially generations below us, they're losing sight of what's like self-discipline, self-motivation,
Right.
to be self-driven.
Yeah.
Like they're looking more towards materialistic things for like self-approval and self-admiration, like affirmation and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There is some good eggs out there. There is some people that know what's good.
Yeah, I feel like that it depends on the way you've been brought up.
Yeah.
Like that's it plays a
Parenting.
major key in how you are, obviously. But for discipline, definitely. If you're brought up with quite, strict parents, then I guess you have to be disciplined anyway.
Yeah.
There's no kind of bugging out.
But there's having discipline, and then there's being too disciplined. Do you know what I mean? Like that. Obviously, you can be. There's levels to everything, like parenting and all that sort of stuff. You can say you've got to discipline your child and all that sort of stuff, but you also have to have the elements of freedom and everything like that. Because if you're too disciplined, that's when you're creating psychos and all that sort of stuff, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's not too healthy. So there's balances to everything, as obviously, but I feel the younger generation are definitely different, but a lot of them, we can't. It's too biased of a thing to say that
They're losing.
that do you know what I mean? But I say,
It might be in a different way for them than it is to us.
yeah,
I guess that's the way we could kind of...
But they've been brought up completely differently to us, really. I couldn't imagine being a 16-year-old kid now.
nah.
Like all them distractions and all that from the outside. Like
Yeah.
being able to stick to yourself and stick to your guns and remain self-disciplined
Yeah.
with all them distractions, especially at school, college.
Yeah,
and
in
all
and
that.
around school and college, because you've got so many other kids your own age,
Yeah.
all doing their own thing. Sorry,
Literally.
the lizard is catching your head. But yeah, so it becomes more of like peer pressure to be doing what everyone else is doing,
Yeah.
rather than going down your own route, which is definitely, I feel like everyone at some point in their life, like, definitely becomes a victim.
Of peer pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I throughout my times when I've spoken to lots of different people, it's actually kind of mad the amount of people that open up to me about things that they actually like music and things like that. Like so many people feel like they, obviously this was back when we was younger, so now it's more like drill and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then it was more grime, like Stormzy was kind of blowing up around that sort of when we were 60, so everyone was kind of like grime, and then loads of people would come to me and I'd be like, and then they'd be like, yeah, I don't even really listen to that, and they tell me all this other extra stuff, all this cool music that they like, and I'm just like, dude, I didn't even know you were about that. Do you know what I mean? And they feel like it's kind of they're hiding their true selves, and I don't know. We could say that about everyone. It's not just the younger generations.
No.
We're not just shouting yous out. We're just speculating
Speculations,
of the nations.
isn't it? Literally.
But do I feel like what's the exact question? Do I feel like that there's a loss of it in the younger generations?
I feel like that sometimes we do, like, everyone can lose track of it, but it's about just being able to try and remain in that mindset. It's definitely a mindset to
have.
yeah, because it allows you to not be so caring of what everyone else thinks, as well as you kind of, you're caring less about others in a sense, but it's not in a bad way,
Yeah.
because you're taking more care of yourself.
You're being more strict on yourself, aren't you, really?
And just allowing things to kind of pass by that maybe before might have been a little kind of trigger for you. If you can just allow that to just, if you move past that and be like, you know what, I'm more bothered about myself and this little,
thing going on. Yeah, phase. Phase that's crazing past like TikTok and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That's all going to be gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I feel like it's obviously a good thing to have self-discipline.
Yeah.
It's not being disciplined. To have self-discipline is very good because you're done with anything, exercise, food, your work schedules, all of that sort of stuff. You need to be disciplined to get to where you want to be. Do you know what I mean? To get these things that are driving you, to do this for your family, rah 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 rah. Even just within your mental self, you need to be disciplined. So you're not doing the stuff that's dragging you down. You're doing the stuff that motivates you.
And it's not just about listening to yourself and listening to your own advice, innit? When you're being disciplined, I feel like you really do need to take what others are telling you as good advice and just kind of run with it, especially if it's someone that you look up to.
Yes.
Just kind of go to them. If you really need to know like what you need to do to get to where you want to be, if you can see someone that's doing something that you want to do, innit, go to them, speak to them, be like, innit, take their advice and then run with that as well. Like, run with your own advice that you got there, but obviously gain knowledge through speaking to other people and trying.
Okay.
Right. So my question is, if you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you be and why?
Do you wanna? I'll let you go first.
Okay.
I'll answer last.
It's raining outside now, and so it fits my answer better.
Okay.
I want to be somewhere hot, man. Somewhere hot, nice, clear water, sandy beach, Maldives, Bora Bora, anywhere like that.
Nice.
Nice cocktail in my hand.
Banging.
Chilling.
That does sound good. I like the sound of that. What about you, Mr. Thomas?
Like, are we talking like in terms of like, how long would you? So if I'm honest,
I'm there for a day.
No, you're just there right now. You're just there. You're there.
Yeah,
You're just teleporting from here. As soon as we finish this tea and bits.
Like, yeah, no, I'd agree with Harry. Like, I'd rather be somewhere really nice and warm right now. So I'd love to be on a beach in Bali. I'd happily live in a shack on Bali beach, catching fish, and just eating my weight in protein every day and being happy, bruv.
Or I'd go to like the pyramids.
Like,
or
get me
something
back to
like
the
that
basics.
in like Peru,
Yeah.
or maybe the Amazon. I'd just go live in the
Amazon's a
rainforest,
bit-
man. I'd
Amazon's a
go live
bit
fully
boogie, right?
sustainable.
It's a bit, but that's what
Amazon's a
I'm.
bit
It's
Nah,
boogie, boy.
nah, man.
Spiders, man.
There's like
all
10% of the
that.
Amazon left, so it's not even as booky as you're making it
Yeah,
out
but
to be.
But all
within
of
that
bookie
10%,
all
yeah,
that bookie stuff has run.
like
run
little
away.
tribes and that might come and
No,
just
not even
chuck your
tribes.
arm
Nah,
off
that's
and
right.
leave
I'll go
shots.
live with the indigenous tribes,
even
man.
tribes.
There's indigenous tribes in
There is
Amazon.
indigenous tribes in there. They're fully
I'd
like
literally-
sustainable and off-grid.
I'd just be like, hello. If they do whatever they do, that is that. I'm not scared of them. I'm scared of the bugs.
But they
man.
see it's not if you see them, it's if they see you. If they see you, that is arrows, blimmin'
Spears.
yeah, coming your way, and you're gonna be on a stake spinning like a. You know
Yeah,
what
well,
I'm
so are yous. I didn't say I wanted to be there.
I
That
don't
was
wanna be
yous
there,
bringing
Amazon.
that up.
No,
innit? That's not me. I didn't
Bali's
even
on the other
answer
side of
my
the world
question.
to Amazon, innit? So,
I
bro.
don't care,
that's
man.
you.
I'm going
That's
to the
Harry.
Amazon, innit?
Tell
I don't
Harry
care
that.
what you. I don't care what you think, man. That's where I'm gonna be, innit? If you want to
Bruh.
call me up, send me a letter. You go. That's where it's
And then
going.
you got to send it by pigeon, bro.
Yeah, man.
Get there. Mine, I would love to be. I don't know what the train's called, but it's this awesome train that goes through all this, like through Switzerland, goes through all the mountains, and it's all snowy. And
All the
you just-
villages and all
yeah,
that.
you could just be sat there on a really nice train, just
Hot
drinking
chocolate.
tea. Yeah, drinking tea, hot chocolate, reading a nice book, just staring at everything. That's right now in this mind frame.
Climate
I'm in.
as well.
Yeah, that would be so nice.
I feel that as no, because I kind of agree with that.
It's
as well.
extremes,
like,
isn't it? It's
yeah.
the two extremes. Because obviously, I want all the like. I'd love like where
That's
I want to
like-
go traveling. I want to go to Peru. I want to go see Machu Picchu. I want to do all of that.
Yeah,
but
man.
just right now, as the question, I want to be there. I want to be
Yeah.
cruising, or maybe like what's it? I don't know when it is in the year, but what's it called? The lights, the northern
Oh,
lights.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'd
Iceland,
I'd love to
Finland.
go. I'd
Anywhere
love to go
like that,
see
yeah.
that. You'd just be standing there in the middle of just like it would be like a snow
Solid
desert.
snow,
And
yeah.
you're just there like with a little husky maybe, just chilling.
Little group of
like-
huskies maybe.
Ah, it'd be beautiful. And speaking of huskies,
Oh.
What's going on here? What's going on?
Oh.
Man's already prepared. It's gonna be going down there, innit?
The husky hat.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be ready.
Okay.
So, everyone has unanswered questions, right? So, everyone's got something that they want to know.
Yes.
Go on.
Okay. What would your question be? And who would you go ask if you could ask any question to anyone in the whole world? Who's it gonna be?
I'd go. straight to Area 51, yeah. Yeah, and I'd ask the head of Area 51 like, what the f going on, you know?
Yeah, okay.
That's what I do.
You just stole my whole idea anyway.
Yeah, man, that's standard.
Yeah.
Come then.
Yeah, my question would be to Barack Obama, because we'd just be chilling. You know, he's a cool guy. Like, love that. He was president for a long time, and he's very nice. And I'd just be like, yo, man, tell me about aliens. Are they on the planet? I want to know just anything that you know, because he will know. Obviously, like, people think like, oh, he's just the planet, bruv. The president of America is the most powerful person in the world, really, other than maybe like Russia, like Putin and all that sort of stuff. But like, to know everything, because obviously they're the most conspiracy country in the world. Do you know what I mean? All major sort of conspiracies in modern-ish sort of history are going to happen in America. It's all happened there, man. Like the sandbox in Nevada, Area 51, Washington DC, and all the bookie stuff. Like just everything. I'll be like, Barack, come on, my guy.
Imagine if he didn't know though.
Then that would be peak. But I think someone that would know would be him. A powerful. I don't want to speak to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, you're a mug. Go away. But yeah. That's mine. What about yours, Tom? After Harry stole it.
I mean, I'll be there with him, innit? I'll be there with him.
Some sideman business.
I'd be the one to tie the geezer up on the back of the chair and be like, Harry, you ask the questions. Because we ain't leaving here until we know about aliens, G.
And then you'll never leave.
Exactly.
You'll never leave. They take you with you. Right, this is a cool question. If there was, so say you were just on your own, you were just chilling, you're going for a walk or whatever, you're even in your bedroom, but you're alone. No one's around. No one's gonna see this. No one's gonna know where you've gone. Nothing. But an alien comes in their spaceship and they come up to you and they're like, look, you can come with us, or you can stay here.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
What are you gonna do? I am going, bro.
Yeah, I probably would, you know.
So many people.
You can't come back.
No, you can't.
That's
come back.
it. Once you're gone, you're gone.
Once you're gone, you're gone. That's it.
You can't take anyone with you.
Nope, you're gone. You're just leaving with them that instant.
Can I tell them?
No.
I can't even tell
They're
them.
sexy.
I might leave a note. I'll just leave a note.
No, you're not allowed. Nothing is left behind. You disappear. Your family will think you're just disappeared. Everyone will think you're disappeared. You're just gone.
Yeah.
You vanish.
That's calm.
I do that, man, because loads of people have said like, oh yeah, but you're not gonna tell everything. No, you're not gonna be able to tell anyone all the stuff that you've learned. But I will know what I've learned. I will know what they're gonna show me in it. Like,
and maybe once I get there, I can come back. I'll just rob one of their ships.
There's no coming back.
You might be granted immortality, and they might probe you with an immortal pill.
Probe.
Yeah, probe.
Yeah. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
No, I would go. I would go as well.
Would you go?
I'd go.
Earth.
Would you go?
Earth.
I'd only go if the aliens were sexy though. That's a trademark.
No, there's not. They might not even have a look. They might just be a.
What if they just look like you?
Gas.
Well, what if they just look like you? It was just a mirrored image of you, but
all the time.
Yeah.
Whenever you see them, it's a mirrored image of
and
yourself.
even when
what they wanted you to see.
Even when there's more than one of them, they all just look like you.
Oh, I don't know, that'd be quite
what they
tricky.
wanted you to see. Okay.
My question for you.
Okay.
What is the most useful thing that you own, and why do you think it is?
The most useful thing I own.
Yeah.
Watch that wax, bro.
Obviously, your definition of useful might be different to anyone else's, but just give me what you got.
I'm just gonna go ahead and be a bit of a basic bit right now.
Stereo.
I'm just gonna my phone, because
let's face
the phone is the extension of yourself, really. Like, obviously I use it a lot.
Now.
What?
Now.
Not 10 years ago, it probably wouldn't have been, but yeah, now.
Nah, still, bro. 10 years ago was only 2010.
If I wanted
bro.
2000 what?
2010. That was 10 years ago, innit?
Yeah,
You're going to be
Facebook
speaking like 20,
then,
30 years ago, man.
Yeah, but Facebook was only like 4 or 5 years old. There
Anyway.
wouldn't have been. Yeah. Oh no, but if I wanted to know you, if I went into your house here and I didn't know who you was, and I wanted to find out who you was in
Get
like
my phone.
Yeah, straight away I'd go to your phone and like I'd go through your social medias, your email.
Exactly.
That anyone through Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, they know who you are.
Yeah.
Like they know everything about you.
Straight.
So I would go straight to your phone.
That's what. But it's not like it's the usefulness of it as well. Like everything is on my phone.
Yeah.
I barely even watch TV.
It's a mad bit of technology, isn't it? Really, it's like it's a computer in your hand, really.
I was gonna say probably mine would be a computer.
computer.
Yeah.
Really?
Because it's just like a bigger phone. You can do more on it. It's probably faster. And it's just like you can make music. You can
watch stuff.
Yeah.
Edit your
stuff,
videos.
you can
Literally.
edit videos. Everything is.
There's so many more people these days working from home as well, and like starting their own businesses from home through their computers. Like you can make money.
Everything
literally.
is on. Like even Elon Musk at his school doesn't teach handwriting and things like that. He teaches keyboard.
Yeah.
They don't like the SpaceX program school, which is his children and the SpaceX employees' children that are smart enough to get into his school. They do science. They do engineering. They do like,
all on a Mac.
just on computer, bro. They don't do handwriting and stuff like that. That's mental, man.
That is mad.
The future.
I mean, mate, the power of the scribe is like it's profound, and yet they just bypass that. Which is fair enough. It's the future, but still.
Just relying on technology then.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Once it's all gone. Like
But mate, it's mad.
stuff.
It's not as if
No,
they're
it'll
going to
never
pull
go.
out a typewriter when all the computers go down, is it? And then the
No,
kids
it's-
can typewriters. Like no,
It's gonna be caveman. It's gonna be
Innit?
Yeah.
fucking
Literally chalk on walls,
Literally.
and they're not going to know how to write.
Once the
It's just going to be funny, innit? Like,
yeah, but no, that's gonna happen. It will happen. So what about you, Tom? You didn't answer. What's your?
oh
most
yeah,
recent-
so my car, because A to B in
into
about
the sea.
well, as fast as I choose or as
MC,
slow as I
GD.
choose, and just bear to it. But like you were going on about how weird cars are, like everyone's in bubbles and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the thing, yeah. That's the like in my mind, that's like the unsafe way to even consider a car. Like a car is a if you want it to be, innit?
Yeah, of
So
course.
like
not even if you want it to be.
in it,
It's
what
because
I mean.
it's other people.
Yeah,
Other
exactly.
people
I
are
don't trust
stupid.
no one on the roads.
That's what I
Like,
mean. As soon
one.
as you get into a car, even if you're not the driver, your life is in their hands, and even the driver's life isn't actually in his hands; it's in the world's hands.
Yeah.
Because,
All that stuff
like you
can
just said,
happen.
look, the crash can't even be from you or the driver; it can
Anyone
be
else.
from outside the. Yeah.
Final destination.
Danger.
Final destination is.
High voltage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'd say definitely my car.
Yep.
But mainly because I'm always skirting around in it, and it gets me to the gym. It gets me to use. It lets me pick shoes up. It let me go to Manchester. It lets me go anywhere I want to go. So I'd recommend you all just get a driver's license.
So-
Get
Usefulness is computer, phone, and car.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. My question, if and when you have children, or even if you don't, just the age in today's generation, what age do you think is suitable for someone to own their own mobile phone? And when I say mobile phone, I mean like a smartphone, like yes, a good Samsung or an iPhone. What age would you say is suitable, like appropriate?
Year 8.
Year 8. What?
So when they're going into
Like
secondary school.
14.
No, that's younger than that. That's like 11, 12.
Oh,
Definitely.
okay, 11, 12.
Yeah, because I feel like primary school and that it's not needed at all.
No.
Like not needed at
No,
all.
you
But
just
when
need to be a
when your
kid.
child gets to secondary school, I'm thinking of like safety and security. I'm gonna want to like speak to my child and like know where it is, because that especially in the future, if I do have a kid, you don't know what the future is gonna be like because people are weird. Do you know what I mean? So I'd want to be able to have contact with my child.
True, but you don't need a smartphone
Yeah, but
to
then
keep in contact, do you?
I still just want them to be like with everyone else in it. Do you know what I mean? I want them to be. I don't want them to stand out like a sore
Be
thumb.
disassociated.
Feel excluded. Obviously, my child's going to be brought up very different. Like I know I'd be a cool dad, but yeah, I feel like around that sort of age. What about you two?
I don't know. I'm. At first, I was gonna say 16, because then like you're pretty much fully developed. Like you know what's going on in the world. You're almost. I wouldn't say you're mature, but you're halfway to maturity. And I'd say that's a good time, because like the smartphone, the way that I'm looking at it anyway, you've got like WhatsApp, Instagram, all them stupid apps that are really just distractions. Don't get me wrong, they can be used as tools. Majority of the time, they are just distractions. And in school, that's like
the big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like especially even people younger than the age we're talking, people 10, people like 8 till 16 have got smartphones now.
Yeah.
And
I
like,
think I'd like that idea, and I'd back that idea not to give
till they're
a phone.
16.
Yeah.
But then, realistically speaking, unless you're bringing up an absolute diamond of a child, and you could be the best parent ever and your child can still go be a rebel. That kid is going to be rebellious and want a phone, because the more you tell a kid not to have something, the more it's going to go get one on its own terms.
True, and it's this issue is not going to be solved individually.
No.
Like you say, once they go to school and they see all them other children there,
got it, like, oh, why don't you have you don't have a phone, you don't have this.
Yeah, no, there's that, right? But then, I don't know. I don't know. Is it really that much of a thing to be bothered about? I don't know. Like, people that don't have social media are just like, I don't have it.
True.
But they'll still have a smartphone.
Yeah, but they're just obviously not wasting their time all the time going on doing jip on their phone.
But we weren't on about social media. We was on about phones.
I'm just in general though.
They do come hand in hand. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Although we're talking about, what age do you think it's appropriate for someone to own a smartphone?
Not social media.
Yeah. Not necessarily social media.
But I
just
feel like once they have the smartphone, they're bound to.
That will come.
Yeah, in that age especially.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think, even if you were to give your child a phone at that age and you weren't to introduce them to Instagram, Facebook, all this, that, the other, they won't be bothered about it. Until they get, like, shown it by their friends, or they start to gain knowledge about it through school, whatever, that's when they might make their own decision on whether they want it or not. So I'd rather leave it down to them. If they want that, like...
Although a lot of the time, I wouldn't even say it's their decision. They don't know what they're putting themselves through, do they?
No.
Like you say, it's peer pressure, it's trending. They're doing it because it's what they see. And like
again,
what they see...
it's how you bring a child up as well, so...
Yeah.
And discipline.
Discipline, yeah?
There we go.
Okay.
So, for me, I wanted to kind of bring up something that I feel like is a thing.
Yeah.
Our schooling system. Do we feel like the curriculum needs to change? I feel like it does, because I feel like we're kind of stuck in an ethnocentric curriculum where we're only being taught...
Ethnocentric.
We're only being taught what... That curriculum was signed off by one man 30, 40 years ago, and he decided what we're all going to learn for however long, and then it obviously changes. There's like a governing body, they all change it, and obviously then, like, for history, RE, maths, English, all them kind of subjects, then it's all changed, and it's all... Yeah. I don't know how many years it takes for it to change. I feel like it needs to change in terms of history, RE, those types of subjects where we're teaching our kids a lot about the world in general, I'd say.
So what was the question? Do I think it needs to change?
Do you think the curriculum needs to change?
Yeah, I do think it needs to change. I haven't been in school in long, and I don't have kids, so I don't actually know how it is right now. It might have changed a lot since we were there.
I think it has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think they need to teach more culture.
They need to speak more on racial subjects. Do you know what I mean? Like, they need to not just...
They need to culturalise people.
In history, it was... What I learned personally, it was the cultural thing of the West in America, like travelling from one side of it to the other, to the gold rush and all that sort of stuff. Modernisations, and then a little touch on the World War, and that was pretty much it. But they didn't teach you nothing about all the massive, like, slave people from back in the... Like, what were they called? They had certain names, like, obviously...
You're not talking about Aborigine...
No. Slave traders.
All about the slave traders and stuff like that, and how they actually... Like, some of them... I'm not going off actual full-on facts right now, I'm just remembering it from this teaching that I was listening to, and it was people where they're in... like in Africa and things like that, and they're the slave traders in the... Is it plantains or something like that? I think plantations, that's the one. The owners of them, and then where they want to come over and be more powerful in England, where they have so much money from obviously all that terrible stuff that they did to people, they came over to England and bought their way into our society, into like being MPs, being lords, so now they've got huge statues. They've got obviously not all of them. Obviously not all of the statues around England and stuff like that are
still
racist
there,
and all that sort of stuff. But
that sort of thing, that needs to be taught. Kids need to have this enlightening on these subjects so they know about it, and so they're not just one side. And then when it comes to them being in their 20s, their 30s, and someone's just talking to them, they're like, no, that's wrong, that's not this, that's not that, I didn't know that, and they're stubborn about it because they haven't learned it younger, when your brain is more of a sponge and you're more acceptable to learning things like that. Do you know what I mean?
Either that, or they've learned it enough to know what they know, but they're not smart enough to re-educate themselves and like go back and relearn something properly.
Yeah, literally.
But I also think that they don't teach you enough about like taxes, about like buying a house and like all of that sort of stuff, man. Like that needs to
be taught.
That needs to be implemented.
But they don't want you to learn that, do they? Like the higher.
They don't want you to have a clue.
No, they don't want you
of
to
what
learn
it takes
about
to
that.
do that. It's
Well, that's where we're going. That's where they're going wrong, then, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
that's what we're saying. It needs to change. 100%.
Yeah, man. You need to
Like
sort it out, man.
Because it's just one of them.
That's
isn't it?
just
high
weird.
tolerance for pain and that.
Yeah, man. It's just one of them.
Like getting choked and shit.